Bulls Nation, the back-to-back Orlando Magic. I'm sure you're smiling when I say this, but we got a victory, and I honestly believe this is the absolute best performance the Chicago Bulls have ever provided this season. What a strong game to represent the Chicago Bulls in, and hopefully this game itself can be a representative of how the Chicago Bulls should be able to play in the future. Without further ado, let's talk about the Chicago Bulls, let's talk about the Orlando Magic, and let's do it in this video. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? It's the Aidan Sports Show, and welcome back to another video. Today, we've got a Chicago Bulls video in relation to the game reaction between Orlando Magic, the back-to-back. It was actually a back-to-back as well with the Orlando Magic, and the Chicago Bulls ended up picking up the second victory, going 1-1 against the Orlando Magic. And this game was really special, in my opinion, for the Chicago Bulls and the fans all across the world that watched this game, because this could be the absolute representation of how the Bulls can play going forward. And this shows that it might be a one-off, but hopefully that type of mentality, that type of presence we can see in future games, and that will be a very good step in the right direction. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Aidan Sports Show YouTube channel. Turn notifications on. Let me know in the comments below who is your player of the game, and overall, how happy are you with the Chicago Bulls victory. And at the end of the day, we need to get some things out of the way, of course. Obviously, the Orlando Magic are very short-staffed with very big injuries to their players, and Evan Fournier was another one that did end up not playing today's game. You have to be aware of these things, but at the end of the day, as much as they were short-staffed, I believe we are short-staffed as well. We are missing two of our starting front court players. We are missing basically a lot of offense with Larry Markkinen, and at the end of the day, these are things that we need to be aware of. But besides that, the Chicago Bulls really stepped it up today, really added some defensive presence in this game. We played small ball today. I think this is one of the only times we actually went small ball, where we played Thaddeus Young, we even played Felicio today, Saturansky, we played three guards at times, and it really worked against the Orlando Magic. Now, this is the type of game where you look at and say, the way that we played defense today should be the way we play defense every game. We swarmed the Orlando Magic. We were fast, we were energetic, and we were rotating. And we helped each other a lot. And that is a prime example of how to be a good defensive team. Last game to this game, night and day performance on the defensive end. Offensively, we were making our shots. Offensively, we were we were a good team, and that's how it always is. We are a good offensive team. We're not going to be a bad offensive team. We know how to put the ball in the basket. When we get that defensive game going, you see the 20-point leads that we had. At one point, it was 30 and very close to being a 40-point lead that we had in this game. This is the example of how the Chicago Bulls should be playing consistently. This is the example of the level that we can be as a team. Now, granted, Orlando are struggling. Granted, Orlando don't have many players. But at the end of the day, that doesn't hide the fact that we were immense on the defensive end. We stopped one of their best players in Vucevic, who is an all-star in my opinion. We stopped a lot of their three-point opportunities. We held them to 92 points. That is the lowest score I believe we've given to a team, if I'm not mistaken. So there's so much to be proud of in today's game. It's as simple as that. It is a tremendous victory for the Chicago Bulls. No one can take that away from us. That is a very strong victory and allows us to go into a game where we're probably not the favorites considering what happened last night, and we stepped it up. I heard Denzel Valentine say in the press conference afterwards, or the post-game interview, that Billy Donovan questioned this team. How badly do you want it? Are you really going to be a team that wants to get better? This team stepped up and showed that they want this. They want to be a better team. They want to grow. They want to be a team that is respected around the league and respected with their coaching staff. And that was a great thing to see, Billy Donovan getting into these players and letting them know, if you want it hard enough, you have to show it. It's not given to you. You're not just going to be a better team because you have a new front office or you have a new coaching staff. You need to go and get it yourself. And these players really stepped up to the occasion today. There's not really any player you could target out there today and say, yeah, he didn't want it today. he didn't want it today. There's not many people you could target out there. So, again, a very, very, very strong performance from the Chicago Bulls. One that you could be proud of today. Bulls fans, finally another victory we could be happy with. And this is definitely, in my opinion, the most impressive victory that we've had. I know we beat Dallas by a comfortable amount. In my opinion, this win means more to us than the Dallas win, just because we showed the best defensive presence I have seen all season, and that is the level that we can get at consistently. We will be a very good team in this league. It's as simple as that. We know how to score. When we figure out how to defend, we're going in the right direction. That is what I like to see. Let's move on into individual performance, ladies and gentlemen, for the Chicago Bulls. A very, very well-rounded performance. We played a lot of small ball today, as I said before. We did damage on the glass as well today. Offensively, we were just sensational. A lot of pick and rolls, cutting into the paint. Zach LaVine was amazing. So many things. I want to start off with Denzel Valentine, who was the starter for today's game. Not many times will you see Denzel Valentine start for the Chicago Bulls, but he brought exactly what we needed. 20 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds in 37 minutes played. He brought a spark. He was the spark plug, in my opinion, in that starting lineup. He was the one that will give you offense and give you offense consistently. Today was a fantastic game from Denzel Valentine, starting for the first time in I don't know how long for the Chicago Bulls, and he deserves the praise for that solid performance. A 20-point night for Denzel Valentine is nothing to laugh at. An amazing game, and he deserves all the praise. And hopefully he can continue this going forward, whether it's on the bench or starting. I think he's really earning his minutes, and that is always a positive thing for the Chicago Bulls. Then we have, let's talk about Patrick Williams. Ooh, Patrick Williams. 16 points, 10 rebounds. His first double-double. He also got an assist in today's game. Aggression from Patrick Williams once again. I was hoping for a 20 and 10 night for Patrick Williams. Unfortunately, was not the case today. But what a strong performance from Patrick Williams once again. This Orlando trip for Patrick Williams has been his best sequence of games. He must really love Orlando, and hopefully he can pick things up. We got a game next against the Washington Wizards. I want to see more of those types of games. 16-point games, 18-point games, 20-point games. He has the potential and he has the skill. He is one of the most skilled players on this team. He has the skill to do this consistently. Again, he's a rookie, so inconsistent games will happen, but you love to see 2 consecutive very solid nights from Patrick Williams, our rookie, and to be honest, a very good contention for Rookie of the Year in my opinion. Next up, obviously we can't get away from this video without talking about Zach LaVine. 39 points, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. Zach LaVine was everywhere, and I talked last night about Zach LaVine. He played very good, but he got all of his points in one quarter. He scored 24 out of his 26 points in one quarter. And that was a big concern because all of the night we missed his scoring outside of that fourth quarter. Well, today, you simply can't. You simply can't say that. He was absolutely deadly throughout the entire game today. Billy Donovan said that he wanted Zach LaVine to come out aggressive. Zach LaVine was as aggressive as you ever see him in today's game. 39 points on efficient shooting. There were a few opportunities where he could have got more. In my opinion, this guy still doesn't get enough foul calls. But at the end of the day, Zach LaVine was absolutely immense and once again showing just exactly why he should be an All-Star this season. It's as simple as that. Get this man into the All-Star game because this guy is killing it on a consistent basis and the Bulls are winning more games. There's no excuse anymore to keep him out. There's simply no more excuses. It's time to put him into that All-Star game because he thoroughly deserves it. Let's talk about Coby White. 13 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. Coby White, honestly, pretty bad game in my opinion, but the third quarter erupted for 13 points. What a tremendous third quarter from Coby White, and again, he was part of the reason the Bulls extended that lead to 20 and 30 because of his very good third quarter. But overall, I think it's safe to say Coby White, consistently wise, throughout all 4 quarters, it wasn't the best game from Coby White, but a tremendous third quarter, and hopefully that builds him out of this slump. It was fantastic shooting in the third quarter. And I want to see a continuation of that throughout these few games. Because, again, when we see a better Coby White, I truly believe we win more games. So, a very, very good game from Coby White. You love to see him shooting that percentage in the third quarter. Overall, not the best game, but third quarter wise, that gives you hope that he could build his way out of this performance. Tomas Saransky came in with 27 minutes played. I think this is the most minutes he's played as a Chicago Bull this season. 9 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Again, this is the type of stat line you expect from Saransky, to be honest. A very, very good playmaking player. He passes the ball when people are cutting. That's his game. That's what he likes to do, and it shows in his 6 assists. He was very, very good with the three-point shot and his cutting today. And of course, he is a very good and tall player that can get rebounds. This is the exact type of performance you expect out of Saransky every game. And that takes the pressure off of Kobe White to become the playmaker on this team. Because Saransky played the same amount of minutes as Kobe White, and he got more playmaking involved. He was able to pass the ball a little bit more. It took the pressure off of Kobe White, and that's why I believe his third quarter was as good as it was. Thaddeus Young, another good game from Thaddeus Young. 11 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Again, with Thaddeus Young, I don't think this was the best of the best performance, but he didn't need to have a near triple-double to win this game. He didn't need 16 points, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds to come close to winning this game. He played within himself, Thaddeus Young. He did what he was supposed to do. He got the good shots. He got his good shot selection, good pick and roll today from Thaddeus Young. He was immense to his victory, but it wasn't immense to the point where if he didn't have this type of game, we would have lost. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't need a triple-double from Thaddeus Young. We didn't need a double-double from Thaddeus Young. And I think that allowed him to play freely as well. And I think he did very, very well today. It wasn't his better performances out of the rest, but he did extremely well. And Garrett Temple had 6 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. He's been struggling, to be honest. I haven't talked a lot about Garrett Temple because of his struggles, but he has been struggling for the Chicago Bulls. So it's good to see him I guess built his way out of it. 6 points, 8 points, 10 points. It's better than the 0 and the 3s that we've been getting recently. Obviously, a few players did play today that I'm not going to mention their stats. Felicio, I thought Felicio actually played very, very well when he came on, and he had 9 minutes. Luke Cornett had 1 minute, and Ryan Arcidiacono played 13 minutes, played some good defense. That was the stat line for the Chicago Bulls, and that was the box score. Now let's go into the must improve. I don't feel like this is the time to give a must improve. I think if I had to give one, you already know where I'm going to go, but I'm not going to give one today. I don't feel like this is the right time. We won a game convincingly. This is the best performance we've seen from the Chicago Bulls. I'm not looking to bash players when we win games in a good fashion, when we consistently show in all 4 quarters how good we can be, when we play the defense that we play, when small ball works the way that it does. I don't necessarily want to target anybody as a must improve. I just want to celebrate this win because we don't know how many wins we get. We simply won't know how many wins we're going to get, but this is a sign in the right direction. This is a win we can be proud of. No more close games, close competitive games where the Bulls can win 50-50, win or lose. This was a convincing game from start to end, and we deserved it. We deserved it thoroughly, and I don't want to target a player when we win games like this. So I'm not going to do that. But again, you guys could take a guess if you really want of who I want to pick, but I'm not going to say anything about anybody. I thought this was a tremendous win. The player of the game, I mean, it's just going all around at this point. It's obviously Zach LaVine. Dude has player of the game performances near every single game. And of course, as our best player, I said this at the very beginning of the season. I expect when I make these videos to be calling out Zach LaVine for player of the game every game, because that is the type of player that he is. That is the type of player that he can be. That is the all-star level that he should be. And at the end, this is just another one of those games where Zach LaVine was being Zach LaVine. A tremendous victory, a very, very well-deserved scoreline for Zach LaVine. Was aggressive from start to end, and he still ends up getting his players involved. I mean, 39 points and 4 assists. That's a lot. That is still a lot. 4 assists for a player that is shooting the way that he is and getting 39 points. You can't ask for more from Zach LaVine once again. And defensively, I thought he's very good today as well. The Bulls' record is 9-13. I did make a mistake yesterday saying our Bulls record was 9-13, but maybe that mistake predicted the future because we are 9-13. And that was a great game from the Chicago Bulls. And again, be proud of this one. Be happy, be excited. This is a victory that we've thoroughly deserved, and that is by far the best we've played. You can't be upset with a performance like this from the Chicago Bulls. Be happy with this victory because we thoroughly deserved it, and we thoroughly took it away from the Orlando Magic in the second half. The next game is against the Washington Wizards. Now, you might be thinking that the Washington Wizards is an easy W. Well, they are a team that can score in bunches. They're a fantastic offensive team, and they have beaten teams like the Nets on multiple occasions, and they can be set to upset the Bulls. We are going to be the favorites walking into the Wizards arena. I'm not sure if it's with the Wizards or the Bulls, but we're going to be the favorites regardless. So it's up to Chicago to play the defense that's required. We play fantastic defense against the Orlando Magic. We need to keep that same energy against the Washington Wizards, and we will have a chance to win this game. It's going to be offense versus offense in that game, which will make it a little bit more exciting, and hopefully we can pick up a victory against the Washington Wizards. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Bulls Weekly will come out tomorrow if you're looking for my next video. With that being said, be proud of your team tonight, the Chicago Bulls, and we'll see what we could get up to against Washington. Again, that is going to be a game that don't sleep on Washington. I know that they have a bad record, but these last few games, they've been stepping it up. So don't sleep on them, but hopefully we can still do what is necessary and go and beat the Washington Wizards. Take care and peace.